Hi, my name is Heather, and today I'm going to show you how to add images to your IngramSpark purchase link. If you haven't made your IngramSpark purchase link, then check out my video that I will link in the description that walks you through that process. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and add some images, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. I'll also put a blog post on my website with all of the instructions so that you can follow those. I have these images here in Canva that I want to add to my share and purchase link. The way that I created these with the text and these little extra images and stuff here is basically the same way that I did the A+ content for my KDP books, and I do have a video on how to do that, so I will link that in the description for you. For the sizing of these images, I went with 1,000 pixels wide. I also have this wide image, which is 1,200 pixels wide. And what we're going to need to do is insert some HTML with image tags into the description of the book. And in order to be able to pull these images in, you're going to need to have them hosted somewhere on the web. And there are many different ways to do this, places that you can host them. So I'm just going to show you the easiest one that I could find to use for this video because I wanted it to be simple and be the least number of steps possible for you. So with my images pulled up here in Canva, I'm going to go to Share and I'm going to click More down here. And within all of these apps, the one that I found to work the best is Tumblr. Some of the other ones, when you use the apps, it will actually embed like text as text and each separate element as its own image, but we want each entire page to be saved out as an image. So Tumblr is the best one that I found to work for this. So I'm going to click on Tumblr. And if you haven't linked this to a Tumblr, of course you will need to create a Tumblr account, but it's pretty simple. And I'm going to do all pages. And then I'm going to do publish now. And once it says it's published, then I'm just going to do check out your post. And here we have our images posted. By the way, I'm in the Chrome web browser on a Mac. So depending on your platform and web browser, your options might be a little bit different, but hopefully you can find the equivalent on yours. So I'm just going to right click on the image itself and I'm going to do copy image address. And then I'm going to go over to IngramSpark and I'm under my titles here and I'm just going to click on the title that I want to edit. I'm going to scroll down until I get to title description. And down here, I'm just going to click this little pencil here to edit it. And then at this point, you're going to need to switch to HTML. So that's going to be this little button right here. So I'm going to click that to switch to HTML. And you can see that you have these little HTML tags here. So I'm just going to go to the end of it and I'll just add a line break here. And I'm going to create an image HTML tag. And the way you're going to do that is make a left caret and do IMG and then a space. So that's going to tell whatever renders it that this is going to be an image. And then we're going to do SRC so we can give the source of the image, an equal sign, a double quote, and then you're just going to paste in that URL that you copied from Tumblr. So there's my URL, and then I'm going to do another double quote so it ends the quote. And then I'm going to do a / and a right caret. Now I'm going to switch back to the regular view. So I'm going to click that HTML button again. And here you can see what I did here. And you can see that it's really big. And that's because we didn't specify a width on it. So I'm going to switch back to HTML view. And what I want to do, because these are the smaller square images, I want to have 3 in a row. So I want each of these to be about 30% width. So right after the double quotation mark here, I'm going to put a space and I'm going to do style equals and then a double quote, and I'm just going to do with colon 30%, and then another double quote. And now if we switch back to regular view, you can see that it's now about 30% the width of the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and add that for the other two images. And if we want them to be right next to each other, then we can't have this ending paragraph tag right after the image. We're going to have that after. So I'm just going to add some line breaks there and just push him down there. I'm going to go back to my Tumblr post, and I'll just right click on the next image and do copy image address. And back in here, I'm going to do the same thing again. Left caret img space src for source equals double quote, and just paste my URL in. And then I'll end the double quote. And then I'm going to do style equals and a double quote and width 30%, and then a right caret. And then of course we can switch back to regular view to see that there. And even if it puts it on the next line, that's okay. That's just the way it's previewing it. Once you save it, it will go on to the same line as the other one. So let's go ahead and do the third one now. And now we can click save. So we have them 3 in a row now. And then if we go to our purchase link, we can see them 3 in a row. However, I don't like that they're touching, so let's just add a little space between each one. So I'm going to click this little pencil, and I'll go back to HTML, and we can actually go to this image here, and I'm going to press backspace, and then I'll just add a space between them. So you can see where this image tag is ending, and then there's a space, and then the next one starts. And I'll do that for all 3 of them. I'll put a space between them. And one thing that I found out is that if you're making changes just to the HTML, as far as like style changes, like adding a space between stuff or adding something in the style tag here, then your changes actually won't update unless you change some of the text as well. So just go up to the text, like right here where it says he'll come out to play, and I'm just going to add another period there, and then I can switch and I can see my changes, and I'm going to click save. And then when you go over to your purchase link and refresh, then you can see that you have a space between each image. So now let's add the wider image. So now I'm in my other Canva document with my wide image here, and this is 1200 by 360, and I'm just going to do share, more, and go to Tumblr, and I'm going to do publish now. And then I'm going to do check out your post, and then I'll just do the same thing. So I'm going to right click on that image and do copy image address, and then I'll go back to IngramSpark, and I'm going to click the little pencil. I'll switch to HTML mode. We can add a line break here. So I'm going to go to the next line, and I'm going to do a left caret, BR, and then a forward slash and a right caret. And that's going to add a line break right there so that this image will be on the next line. And now we're going to do our image tag again, source equals, and that URL that I copied. And then I'll do the right caret. And then I'll switch to regular view, and there's my image, and then I'll do save. And now we can refresh our purchase link, and there's our image, but you can see it's gigantic because, again, we don't have our width set on it. So we are going to go back to our description here and edit it and go to HTML. And I'm going to go right before this ending caret here, and I'm going to do style equals a double quote and then width, and we'll do 100% for this because we want it to be 100% of the block that it's in, but we don't want it to be more than that. Right now it's more than that. So this will keep it constrained to that. And then remember, because we changed just some style on here, then we do want to do some kind of change to the text. So I'm just going to take out one of these periods. And then I'll switch to regular view. And here you can actually see where now it's only as wide as its container, and I'm going to do save. So now we can go back to the purchase link and refresh. And here you can see that it's only the width of its container. However, one more thing, it is butting up right against those images. So let's just add another line break in there. So I'm going to go back here to my HTML. Oh, IngramSpark actually stripped out my line break. So what we'll do instead is we can do another paragraph tag. This is the beginning paragraph tag, and this is an ending paragraph tag. So we're just going to end this first paragraph, and then we'll start a new one. And then this ending tag that has the slash here, that means it's an ending tag, that's going to end the second paragraph. So this is the second paragraph with this beginning paragraph tag and an ending paragraph tag, and it goes after the first one. And let's do a change to the text as well. So I'll change this period to an exclamation point. And then let's click our HTML button, and then we'll do save. So now we can go to our purchase link and refresh, and now we have a space there. So you can just go ahead and mess around with that. If you want, you can look up other things that you can do with HTML, but that is the gist of it. After a few minutes, this banner will go away and the page will be fully functioning too. That's it for this video. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or as always, you can email me at heather@heathercash.com. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so I know to make more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.